Welcome. We're going to learn how to solve a two-step equation today. Now remember, equations are expressions that have an equal sign. Now a two-step equation just means we're going to have two things that are being done on one side of the equation and usually just a number on the other side. So for instance, I don't even care what I put in here. Let's do 22. Okay? So what I mean by two steps is this x currently is being multiplied by 2, and then I add 4 to it. Okay? Now, in solving a two-step equation, we could sit here and try and guess. We could go, okay, well, if I plug in a 5, 2 times 5 is 10, 10 plus 4 is 22, not even close enough. So we try 8, 2 times 8 is 16, 16 plus 4 is 20, still didn't quite get it. 2 times 9, 9 is 18, 18 plus 4 is 22. Oh, so I know my solution is 9, right? But that's just guessing. That's just trying numbers. What we want to do is we want to remember that we can undo things, or as long as I do something to one side of the equation, if I do it to the other, the equation remains true. So, according to PEMDAS, we do multiplication before we do addition. But when we're undoing things, it's like peeling an onion, or we're trying to go backwards. So if we multiply and then we add, to undo that, we're going to actually undo the addition, and then we're going to undo the multiplication. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the 2x plus 4. I'm going to minus 4 first from both sides of the equation. When I minus 4, that removes this second term, because there's two terms here, and I need to get rid of the term that doesn't have the x. So I'm removing that 4, leaving me just a 2x equals, and then what's 22 minus 4? 22 minus 4 is 18. Now that I got the term that contains the x by itself, and that's always the first step, is to isolate the term that has the x. So I had to remove the 4, which is what I've done. Now I can remove the 2 that I'm multiplying by x. And again, the way I'm going to undo multiplication is I'm going to take that 2x and I'm going to divide by 2. But again, what I do to one side of the equation, I must do to the other. Now, 2 divided by 2 leaves me just x. And then 18 divided by 2 is 9. And I get the exact same solution that I found when I was guessing. So, in reiteration, when you're solving a two-step equation, you're going to do the same operation to both sides of the equation, and the operation you're going to do is going to undo the addition or subtraction that you first need to get rid of, that second term, and then you're going to undo the multiplication and division. And all two-step equations are in that order, undoing an addition or subtraction, and then undoing a multiplication or a division. Let's do another one. Let's do x divided by 3 minus 7 equals, I don't even care, 18. Okay, so we have a division, this x is divided by 3, and we have a subtraction of 7. The first step is to always eliminate the term that doesn't have the x. Get the term that has the x by itself. So I'm going to take that x divided by 3, and I'm going to, and then that's minus the 7, and then I'm going to add 7. So what I'm doing is I'm eliminating this term that doesn't contain the x. But if I add 7 to the left side of the equation, I must add 7 to the right side of the equation. So make sure you do the same thing to both sides. Don't accidentally minus 7 from the 18. That's an easy mistake to make. I have to add 7, add 7. That leaves me an x minus 3, because those two cancel, equals 18 plus 7 is 25. Now again, what I want to do is I want to eliminate this division of 3. Don't try to divide 25 by 3. That's a mistake. What I want to do is I'm going to take the x divided by 3, and I'm going to times by 3. So that eliminates that 3. But if I multiply the left side of the equation by 3, I must multiply the right side of the equation by 3. And what's 25 divided by 3? 75. 75 is your solution. Now, like the last lesson I taught, I highly recommend you take that 75 and plug it back in. Let's make sure it works. What's 75 divided by 3? Well, 75 divided by 3 is 25. And what's 25 minus 7? 25 minus 7 is 18. Let's do one more. Let's do something like, I don't know, 17 minus 5x equals, we'll make it not too difficult. I guess 37. Okay. Now, I know a lot of you would probably be able just to easily guess the answer to this problem. But again, what I want to do is teach you the process of solving it. I look for the term that doesn't contain the x, and I'm going to remove that. Now, be very careful in this two-step equation. I'm not subtracting 17. I'm subtracting the 5x. This 17 is positive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to minus 17 from both sides. And a lot of students like to do it vertically, so they line up the minus 17 with the positive 17. They line up the 37 with the negative 17. Those cancel. I'm not changing or doing anything to the negative 5x, so I'm left with the negative 5x. 37 minus 17 is going to be 20. And now remember, this is multiplication. It's not subtract 5. I get too many students that will add 5 to both sides and say x is 25. It's not that. I'm actually going to divide both sides by negative 5, divide by negative 5, and then I get 20 divided by negative 5 is negative 4. Now again, I'm going to check my solution just to make sure it works. 17 minus 5 times, what is this? What did I say x was? Negative 4. That better equal 37. And 17, now what's a negative times a negative? It's plus 20. And what's 17? You can't see that, sorry. So I did the negative 5 times the negative 4. That's positive 20. What's 17 plus 20? It is 37. It worked. So that is my solution. So remember to undo the things that are being done to the x or the variable to solve for it. And what you do to one side, you must do to the other.